Hello guys, welcome back to another Boom Beach video. Today I'm gonna be trying out something with warriors and flagging. Now a few days ago I made a video and I talked about flagging and some of you guys liked it, and actually a lot of people liked it, but today I'm gonna be testing it out to see if flagging works with warriors. Now, before I start this video, I should note what flagging is. Flagging and flaring are two separate things. So flagging is when you use an artillery. I need to attack to get the artillery, is when you use an artillery to target a building that's not the HQ, and then flaring is also used to target the HQ. But if you use a lot of gunboat energy on flares, especially for operations, the flare price is going to shoot way up to maybe even 10 energy per flare. So instead of using a flare, you can flag to a building using only 3 gunboat energy. So I'll show you how this works a little later on. I'm not going to be able to do it for these first couple Dr. T stages because I can't, when I drop an artillery, it one-shots. So you can't have it one-shot a building. It just has to weaken it. And I know it works for zookas, and I know it works for grenadiers, and I'm guessing it works for every troop, but we're going to test it out to see if warriors work. Now, the only bad thing about warriors, guys, is you're pretty much going to have to use a flare anyway. You're going to have to use a flare anyway to get up to the building, but you don't have to use a flare to target the building. So it's going to be pretty cool, and I hope it's going to work, because if it does work, I mean, I won't be using it on player bases or any bases for that matter, because you have to use a flare anyway. So you're using a flare plus, like, an artillery. So it's kind of pointless. But if it does work, it kind of confirms that it works for every type of troop. It's just something built into their AI. So we're going to test this out. Okay, stage number 3 is when it's going to be, we can actually start doing this. Now, I don't know all the details about flagging, like if all buildings have to be up, no buildings can be destroyed, or if it's something inside a range. So we're just going to be testing out a bunch of different stuff today. So first, you can't double hit a building, okay? You just have to drop it in the middle of the building. So I'm gonna, to make it a little, we're gonna flag to this sniper tower, and you can only target one building. So we targeted that sniper tower. So we're gonna drop our troops up here. We're gonna try to flare around the base just to avoid the shock launcher as much as we can. And I'm gonna flare to this little open space right next to the sniper tower. Now technically, since they're flagging, they should all target the sniper tower, but it doesn't look like they're doing that. Now a lot of them are targeting the sniper tower, but still even more of them are not. So I don't know if flagging is going to work with this combination, but if it does, guys, it's going to be super cool to see. And we will definitely get a better feel about, about how that happens later on in the video. So we definitely know it works for zookas because so many AZ players use this technique and it works so incredibly well. So when it's at its prime, if you drop one artillery on a building, all the zookas will target it, and it's super cool watching because there's no flare. It's just how their AI works. Okay. So we are going to target, see, I'm trying to target a building that's in the middle of other buildings so you could kind of see the effect. So let's do this mortar back here. Hopefully we can't one-shot it good. And we are going to, we'll just do a side landing. This is a good landing technique if, like, there's stuff on the beach and you kind of need to avoid it all. And it's pretty simple. So we're just doing that, kind of a little messed up there. And we are going to flare to the middle of all these buildings. So yeah, that's just kind of what's happening. Now, I don't want any, it doesn't look like it's working. So that kind of stinks. Like, I was expecting it to work. So it looks like it only works for certain troop combinations. So with that being said, I might not try this anymore because 2 times in a row, guys, it should have worked by now. So it kind of sucks that it doesn't work, but we are gonna load up a different troop combination so I can show you what it looks like. So I think we'll do riflemen because I feel like riflemen are gonna be cooler. Scorchers probably won't work, but that would be cool if they did. but I feel like Rifleman is going to be the coolest troop combination. So we are going to train up. Actually, we're going to train up AZ, because AZ is what you're going to use. What you're going to use this on. You're going to use this combination on AZ. So we're going to train up AZ, and I will show you what it looks like. Wasted a lot of diamonds. And let's just get some gumbo energy going so I can show you what flagging is. So yeah. Maybe it only goes for troops that shoot stuff. So this is what we're going to do. Actually, we can't really flag on this space. There's nothing really. I mean, I guess we could. Yeah, we can. Okay, what we're going to do is we are going to draw. Oh, gosh, I can't weaken up buildings. Remember that, guys. You can't weaken up any buildings except the one you want to target, and I accidentally wasted another one. So we targeted that one. That's the one our zookas are going to be targeting. So what we're going to do is we got to be very careful with this landing. Now, I've been practicing my AZ skills, guys, so hopefully we can land with this rocket launcher on the beach. A little messy. We definitely did not need that many smokes, but I just want to be safe because I don't want to spend a lot of diamonds retraining. Got a little clumps going. The best way to learn AZ is to practice. I used to suck at AZ, but I've definitely been trying to get better. So I feel like sometimes the zookas have to be far away to target, but you can see here that it's actually working. So that's super cool. They're all in one smoke, and you'll see it work. We got the rocket launch hooked in. So yeah, that's how it works. The flag worked, and they completely destroyed that building. So that's like the best. That's the best way I can show you how flagging works. So I flagged to the sniper tower. All the zookas destroyed the sniper tower, and then the rest just take everything down. Now it works incredibly well on operation bases, and I'll show you what I mean by this. So for like bigger operations like Dead End or Massive Attack or Forlorn Hope, your goal is going to be to take down one building or even weaken a building. So let's just say my goal is to weaken this building here. Now, by the time I get up there, each flare is going to cost like 10 gumbo energy. So that's not a viable option to spend 10 more energy versus 3 energy for a flag. So what you're going to do is you're going to drop an artillery on this rocket launcher. You're going to get your zookas positioned like here in this mine clump. Obviously, you're going to take down the mines ahead of time. And then as soon as the smoke wears off, all the zookas are going to be flagged to this rocket launcher right here, and the rocket launcher is going to go down. So it's super cool watching operation attacks with people that know how to use it. And I'll kind of show you what I mean by this. We can actually get we are going to take down the rocket launchers ahead of time. Now, we're going to test something out here, destroying the building ahead of time. And I think the way flagging works is... That's way too much gumbo energy. It's not worth it. I think the way flagging works is they're gonna flag to the building with the lowest amount of HP. So, like, if I drop an artillery on the HQ, that's why flagging doesn't work on the HQ. There's just so much health left on it. So maybe it's like a percentage thing. Okay, how are we gonna do this? If we park here and flag, oh gosh. We kind of do need to take down these rocket launchers. Just drop like 4. Holy crap, that's a lot. So, we're gonna use critters here. For some reason, my webcam shut down. I don't know why it's been doing that lately. So, the critters took down the rocket launcher. Now, there is a building here that has some HP taken off, and we're gonna test this out for sure. So we're gonna drop 1 artillery on the shock launcher, and if they target the shock launcher, we know it's the one with the lowest amount of HP. But if they target the mortar and the shock launcher and they just do whatever they want to, we know that any amounts of HP will hurt this technique. So let's do this. Now I don't know the range of the buildings here, so we probably should have scouted it ahead of time. So we're gonna use a different technique here. We're just gonna drop them all at once. Drop a flare over here. And yes, they are in range, but we should be fine. And then we're just gonna walk straight up here. And we're gonna park in this clump. get them in a clump, 45-degree angle, and then we are just gonna flare up. So super solid. It's a lot easier to do that than that insane beach landing. That beach landing is just crazy, guys. Okay, it looks like the flagging is working. They're parking the way I want them to, and it should be a success. They should all target the shock launcher. Yep. Holy crap, that's cool. That's just so dope. And now we're gonna flare to the HQ. So just watching them do that is just so cool. That's how you want to flag in Boom Beach. So yeah, we target the one with the lowest amount of HP, it looks like, or the lowest percentage of HP. That would be another thing to test out. There is a difference, guys. Anyway, cool. So what I mean by that is if there's a building with 100,000 HP, like an HQ, and you take off 10,000 HP, it's gonna have more HP taken off than a shock launcher with 2,000 HP taken off, but the percentage is going to be 90% left on the HQ, and shock launcher is gonna be like 50% if it's okay. Too complicated. We did lose a lot of zookas. That kind of stinks. I wasted like 500 diamonds in today's episode, but it was definitely a very fun episode. Now, this is the type of biz that I do not like to see. I think we don't really need to flag. Like the last one, flagging was kind of pointless. I was just doing it to show you guys what flagging looks like. Oh gosh, we have rocket launchers on the beach. That means I have to be careful. I'm thinking about parking up here by that masterpiece. They will spread out a little bit, so we need to take down some mines. Okay, we're not going to be flagging on this space, so we don't have to worry about damaging other towers or other towers. Park there, park there, park there. Got it. So yeah, what we're gonna do here is we are actually gonna, oh gosh, that's very risky. We're gonna drop a flare here. Smoke, smoke. And what I'm gonna try doing is a funnel technique, and I use this technique with warriors all the time. So we're gonna funnel up, it's like a pyramid. We're gonna drop one more flare to get them all in. Then we're gonna drop a flare up a little bit. And our funnel technique worked amazing. We're gonna drop a flare over here. It's a little bit at an angle, trying to avoid some of those boom mines. Ouch, that hurt me. Let's get a med kit down, and we should be fine sitting here. So, oh crap, they're doing whatever they want to. Drop a flare, shock, shock, shock. A little scared on their shocks, but we should be fine. Just because they do so much. Wow, we might actually not be fine. Oh gosh, yeah, we're gonna lose this. Oh, I'm not very good at phasing, guys. Got a little freaked out. I'm really bad at operations. I'll forget like how far away my gunboat is. So, yeah, just a little late and a little panicked. So just that comes with practice. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you liked it, a tutorial on flagging, make sure you drop a like as always. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.